Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
What is up, YouTube? It's RSMario here, bringing you another Pokemon Legends Arceus video. This time we got something a little bit different to talk about. We're not talking about fake leaks. We're not talking about, well, I guess technically we are talking about real leaks. So on Twitter, user by the name of which one of these Twitter is this one? So Deep Game Research. Found, I guess through like hacking through the files of the game, found a completely modern room that was, you know, it's just this completely modern room. It's modeled after your room in BDSP in Legends Arceus. It's in the game files of Legends Arceus. You can see the arc phone, you can see the, you know, all of the, you know, the little UI for this is Pokemon Legends Arceus, and your BDSP room is in the game. Why? Well, not quite sure. So along with that, some other Twitter users that are working with them also found a whole ass area in the game. So basically there's an entire semi-populated area in the game that was essentially edited out of the game. So what's going on with this? Well, essentially what it looks like is according to the tweets here, Outtro Eevee is real. Another person who is involved with this.
As far as I saw, it could be double size from a normal area, since the texture it uses to generate the map is 2048 by 2048, while the normal area is 1024 by 1024. Maybe doesn't mean anything, but it's interesting that the map looks huge AF at its double resolution.
So essentially, the area of this map that they're talking about is bigger or twice as big as the average Legends Arceus area. Because if you know that Legends Arceus is separated into little areas that you go to, you look for Pokemon and whatnot. So what is going on here? I have three theories about this. One, first theory is that this is something that they were working on, but it got canceled due to time. You know what I'm saying? Specifically, that just the area itself. Like, this could have been another area of Hisui that they were working on. They didn't have time. Because, again, I believe that this game was pushed back by COVID. I believe this game was probably supposed to come out in November, and BDSP was supposed to come out probably earlier in the year. You know, probably the summer or maybe even the spring of 2021. And it got pushed back, you know, because they needed that winter Christmas holiday game, you know what I'm saying, because Legends Arceus was gonna get pushed back to January just to get the game finished. I totally believe that, you know what I'm saying, that this game got pushed back for COVID, but they didn't want to push it out of the fiscal year, so they put it in January. But yeah, I believe that more than likely this area could have been the area that was supposed to be in the game that got cut. Two, the other theory I have is that this was supposed to be a modern game, because that would explain why the room is in the game. Why is this modern room in the game? So it could have been like, oh, you know, you start the game off in your room like every other Pokemon game ever, and then say when you go outside or something like that, then the cutscene starts, you get abducted by Arceus and you get moved back in time. It could have been something like that, and they just decided to cut that part and just have the game start with you just getting abducted by Arceus, you know, and getting the arc phone and whatnot. And the third theory here is, this is probably the biggest one, but this is also the one with the most copium. This could be DLC. And the reason I say that is because Pokemon Fire Emblem Three Houses had a similar thing where the DLC, or at least the bones of the DLC, like the empty area that the DLC is in, like the little because there's like a, you know, in Three Houses it has the big school hub area that you walk around in, In the DLC, there's also a little hub area, because technically it's supposed to be like underground, where you can like walk around, and that area exists in the game files of Three Houses before the DLC ever came out. And you know, this is probably a tactic that Nintendo does. Go ahead and put the bones of the DLC on there, so that when we actually release the DLC, the only thing people have to download is everything else. You know, they just have to fill out what's already there. And I wouldn't be surprised if Nintendo or Game Freak doesn't do that with this game as well. I mean, because why, you know, have to you know, hold the DLC off longer by having to literally design and add a whole piece to the world, when you can design that whole piece, you know, I'll say at least the bare bones of it, the actual territory and the ground and the sky and all that kind of stuff. You can design all that stuff, put that on the game, you know what I'm saying? And then when they get ready to download, to buy the DLC, the only thing they have to download is the filling for the world. You know, all the Pokemon and everything else that goes in it. I mean, that kind of works out. This way, they don't actually have to build that much to build the DLC. Now, of course, it is some copium, because again, we might not get DLC for Legends Arceus, because everybody talking about Generation 9 about to come out. You know, but if there is a possibility for DLC, I would not be surprised if this wasn't it. And I made a whole video on the potential DLC for Legends Arceus that you can check out in the card above. So that's about it. This is a quick video today, mainly because I saw this story. I had a different video planned, but I saw this story was kind of blowing up, and I was like, I gotta talk about it. It sounds freaking cool, man. You know, but that's about it for this, though. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, folks, keep it real, and I might be streaming tonight. Speaking of streams, too, did you see me stream yesterday? Because I feel like I streamed yesterday, but YouTube doesn't have any recollection of it. So, it's weird, man. It's weird.